Welcome to Formula 2.
Witness the future of motorsport. The road to F1.
This is where the best young drivers fight to take the final step onto the summit of world motorsport.
Game on.
The 2025 Formula 1 grid features 12 F2 alumni, with the likes of Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc and George Russell joined for the new season by Jack Doohan, Ollie Bearman, Liam Lawson, Kimi Antonelli, Isaac Hadjar and the 2024 F2 champion Gabriel Bortoleto.
The Formula 2 championship belongs to the roaring Gabriel Bortoleto.
All prove their worth in Formula 2 in cars that go from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in less than 3 seconds, powered by 3.4-litre V6 turbocharged Mechachrome engines. And for the first time in 2025, by Aramco, 100% sustainable fuel. With every step, these aspiring drivers must develop the skills to get them to F1, learning the circuits, how to manage the Pirelli tyres, pit stops, DRS, and the virtual safety car system, all under immense pressure to deliver. There are 22 drivers on the grid, with 19 having previously raced in Formula 3. Some are already associated with an F1 team and are racing in their liveries, so there are teammates driving in different looking cars. The 2025 lineup is headed by the reigning teams and drivers champions Invicta Racing, who have signed FIA Formula 3 champion Leonardo Fornaroli alongside Czechia's Roman Stanek, who won the Melbourne Sprint Race in 2024. Fornaroli was able to accumulate his first F2 experience at the tail end of the 2024 season in Abu Dhabi and is aiming to emulate George Russell, Oscar Piastri and Bortoleto and become the 4th driver to win back-to-back F3 and F2 titles.
Instead of saying I want to play for the championship, I think it's more important to say focus on myself and deliver the best like I did last year.
The Valencia-based Campos Racing double up on Red Bull Junior Team drivers, with Spain's Pepe Marti racing alongside Arvid Lindblad of Great Britain. Marti will be aiming to continue his momentum from winning the final sprint race of 2024, while Lindblad arrives with high expectations after finishing his rookie F3 season with a win percentage of 20%, the highest in the championship's history.
It's going to be the sort of toughest competition I've ever faced. I mean, it's the final rung on the ladder before Formula 1.
Netherlands outfit MP Motorsport blend experience and youth, with Richard Verschoor being the most experienced driver in F2 and targeting a sustained title challenge.
The level's very high. Even if you have like a bad weekend, it's always all about how you get back. Never give up. I think it's a very good way to be thinking.
He's joined by 20-year-old Red Bull Junior Oliver Goethe, a 2-time F3 race winner who graduated to F2 early, finishing 4th in Qatar and scoring again in the Abu Dhabi sprint race in 2024. Williams-backed Luke Browning earned 2 poles, 2 wins and 4 podiums during his 2 seasons with Hi-Tech TGR in F3 and steps up to the 2nd tier full-time following 3 appearances at the end of 2024. He'll race alongside Ferrari Academy driver Dino Beganovic, who's also gained some early experience in the final 2 rounds of last season and scored points in all 4 races.
Consistency, that's key. Probably the most important if you want to win a championship.
Perennial winners Prema Racing start fresh following a 5th place finish in the Teams Championship with Gabriele Mini and Sebastian Montoya. Mini lost the F3 title to Leonardo Fornaroli at the final corner in 2024.
I think this is one of those days for Gabriele Mini.
And has already made an impressive debut for the Italian outfit in Baku, finishing 3rd in the sprint race. Montoya is no stranger to the F3 podium and to Prema, having spent 5 seasons with the team in junior categories on his way to Formula 2. The son of F1 and IndyCar legend Juan Pablo, the 19-year-old feels ready to maximise his opportunity.
The best team, I'd say, in junior Formula history. I spent a couple of years out and coming back. I've matured not only as a driver but also as a person.
Jack Crawford spent nearly all of 2024 near the top of the drivers' standings with Dams Lucas Oil, but the Aston Martin development driver wasn't quite close enough to fight for the title. Already a proven F2 race winner with multiple podiums and still only 19, the American could be on the cusp of a breakthrough season.
Most looking forward to just getting back racing. Last year was a great year already, so hopefully building on my 5th place in the championship.
He has a new teammate in Kush Miney who enjoyed a maiden F2 pole and race victory last season, as well as multiple trips to the podium. Miney is mentored by double world champion Mika Hakkinen and is aiming to become the first Indian F1 driver for more than a decade. French frontrunners ART Grand Prix filled 2 experienced drivers in Victor Martins and Ritomo Miata. Martins returns to the team with whom he won the 2022 Formula 3 title and will be very difficult to beat.
Main goal is to win the FIA F2 championship. I think we know that we have had a good preparation during the winter, either on my side, physically, mentally, and then on the engineering side for the team. I think we are ready.
2023 Super Formula champion Miata enters his 2nd season of F2 and is feeling more prepared than 12 months ago.
This season for me the 2nd season in F2. So last season very struggle about the track and tire, but this season I have experienced that.
Rodin Motorsport filled McLaren development driver Alex Dunn, the 2022 British F4 champion, proud to be representing his country on the international stage.
To be the only Irish driver at this level is something that's pretty cool.
His teammate will be Belgian driver Amaury Cordeel. The 2018 Spanish F4 champion is competing in his 4th season of Formula 2 and will be looking to finally reach the podium after taking his highest finish to date with 4th place at Imola in 2024. Formula 2's newest team, AIX Racing, made continued improvements from start to finish in 2024, culminating in a maiden feature race win for Joshua Dirksen at Yas Marina.
I just want to give my best and make my country proud.
The Paraguayan is joined by F3 graduate Kian Shields, who raced in the final 2 rounds of the 2024 campaign, narrowly missing out on points in his maiden weekend, finishing 11th in the Losail feature race, but his adaptation and learning processes are already well underway ahead of his first full season. Trident have turned to rookies in the form of Sami Megatunev and Max Esterson for 2025. Megatunif has experience within the Trident family, having driven for them last year in Formula 3, winning 2 feature races in Imola and Monza on his way to finishing 8th in the standings, and is keen to maximise his potential.
When the things get aligned, I can say very good, very strong, but I need to align the things more often.
Sim racing sensation Esterson has already gained valuable experience from the final 2 rounds of the 2024 campaign and is raring to go ahead of his first full season. And the grid is completed by Van Amersfoort Racing, for whom Rafael Villagomez returns for his 2nd season, setting his sights on the podium after a mixed 2024 and planning to treat every race the same.
If you have a favorite, then the other ones become less. So you start already the weekend, like, I don't know, with the wrong mindset.
His teammate will be Britain's John Bennett, who took part in the final 2 rounds of the season for the Dutch team, scoring points in Losail and driving in post-season testing around the Yas Marina circuit. The 21-year-old has nothing but praise for his new team as he settles into new surroundings.
I think they're super welcoming, which is very big. You know, it's a really big step that I've taken into Formula 2, but they've been really behind me.
The teams will visit 14 different venues, with all rounds taking place in support of the Formula 1 World Championship. The season opener in Melbourne is followed by back-to-back races in Sakhir and Jeddah, preceding a European triple header at Imola, Monte Carlo and Barcelona. Spielberg and Silverstone mark the halfway point of the season, which continues with Spa-Francorchamps, Budapest and Monza before 3 flyaways in Baku, Losail and the final race at Yas Island on the 7th of December. On Fridays, teams take part in practice and qualifying with 2 championship points on offer for the driver starting from pole in the feature race. Saturday is all about the sprint race, with the grid determined by reversing the top 10 from qualifying to add a bit of extra spice. Then on Sunday it's the main event, the feature race, with each driver required to make at least 1 pit stop. Unlike in Formula 1, only 1 mechanic is allowed per wheel during a pit stop, and there are no tyre warming blankets, which means drivers must quickly become experts in tyre management to maximise their strategy. There's an extra point available for setting the fastest lap in both races, but only if they finish in the top 10. The future of Formula 1 has arrived. 22 drivers in equal machinery going wheel to wheel for the chance to realise their dream.
Who will take the next step?
This is Formula 2.